Hi, Paul Condrat and Tyler Condrat, and who are you?
Zach Contract.
Alright, and we're here to talk to you today a little bit about equipment selection for people who may be a little new to the racing game. So I'm just going to kind of go head to toe through each of the things. You'll notice helmets. Alright, Tyler, if you could turn your head towards me and Zach. Hard-sided helmets. Alright, this is not a soft ear flap. You'll see the helmets that have soft ear flaps. This has got a hard ear flap. It's actually mandatory. Also on the helmet, can you move in a little closer, guys? Goggles. So we train at night. All of our training is on Friday nights, some Tuesdays in December. It's a little bit on the dark side at Ski Ward. Clear lens goggles, which are actually kind of hard to find for kids. Sometimes Summit Ski and Sport and our other ski shop that helps sponsor us, Boston Ski and Tennis, carry them, but not always. I actually found these recently at EMS and they were really cheap, only like $25, $30. Tyler here, we race during the day. Tends to be bright sunny days. It was a beautiful sunny day today. You'll see he's got a nice dark tinted lens. It's really kind of important to actually have both, because on the bright sunny days the clear lens just is not going to work. It's going to almost blind the kids from the snow. And at night, the tinted lens, they're going to have a hard time seeing the gates when we're training. So it's actually kind of a safety thing. So it's one of the most important pieces of equipment in my mind. Jackets, your regular, ski jacket, insulated ski jacket. Tyler happens to have a very cool Ski Ward jacket on. Zachy's got his Columbia jacket on. Decent quality ski jacket is fine. Mittens. Especially for your younger racers, I happen to love this particular mitten. We've been through a lot of them as a family with two small boys. Swanee Exchange mitten. Zach has a newer version of it. The reason why I like this, it's really warm, it's really well made. Tyler, I think this is the 4th year that we've had these. Yeah, he's worn them for a long time, but they have this pocket, and you can put a hand warmer in there, and it keeps it nice and warm all day. And a single set of hand warmers will last all day. They'll sometimes wear gloves when it's a little warmer, but most of the time it's cold, and the mittens tend to work best and keep the kids nice and warm. And those are also available at pretty much all the ski shops around. It's a Swanee Exchange mitten, it's called. Into pants. All right, any recreational, snow pant is okay. Try to find something that's waterproof so that the kids don't, wet equals cold. But the older racers, and Tyler, maybe you can start to get ready for your ski race by taking off your jacket and your pants. The older racers that will have a GS suit on, it's best to have, I'll give you a little bit of a hand, but it's best to have these side zips. Alright, the side zips allow the pants to come off. Hold on. Come off really easily so they can stay nice and warm at the top of the hill while getting ready for their race. Tyler happens to be sporting our Ski Ward race team. Show them the logo there on the leg. The Ski Ward race team new GS suit this year. Which I think they look awesome, and we're looking really speedy fast. Awesome. So with the little guys at U8, the GS suits aren't really necessary. The speeds that they're going, that kind of thing, it really doesn't make much of a difference. But if you racers been in there, some of the U8s are there for 3 years, like Zach will be there for 3 years. I'll probably put him in a GS suit by the time he's done with that race class. Why don't you just slip your jacket? Alright, I'll go over here and talk a little bit about skis. At the U8 level, just a recreational ski. We happen to, for both boys, we've leased equipment. Some of the shops, like Summit, has a racer buyback program where they'll give you some money back to trade a pair of skis in. And what I've been doing, if I find a good deal on a set of good skis, I'll actually keep them because we've got 2 boys, so a lot of Tyler's skis will become Zach's skis. So just kind of looking for whatever works best for you financially, but the ski at the U8 level, just a recreational ski will do the job. Boots. Now this is the most important piece of equipment, I said, other than the goggles. Oh, Zachy, if you could just stand normal, please. Thank you. What you want to make sure, if we can maybe get the camera down in here, push your knee down towards your toe, buddy. You want to make sure, now stand up. It's not showing it well here, but yeah. You want to make sure that he can bend his ankle. It's hard to see because we're on kind of the soft snow. But this is a pretty decent boot. It's got a couple buckles, and it's soft enough that he's actually able to bend his ankle. It's really important to be able to bend the ankle. It's kind of hard to show here on this surface. Poles. U8s. Poles will work in over the season because you want to have them using them by the time they're done with that level of skiing. This pole is actually a little big. What you're actually looking for is you want to have the child flip the pole upside down so the handle is on the ground, and put their hand right underneath the basket, and their arm should form pretty close to a 90-degree angle. These are just a little bit long on Zach, but the next size down was just a little too short, so we went with the slightly longer pole because he'll have it for a while. Now over to Tyler, again with the boots. You can see his pole, he's sizing that up for us. We can just go to that. So he's got a correctly sized pole. See, he's got this perfect 90-degree angle, and it's sized correctly. All right, now boots. Now Tyler, you'll see, if I can expose it, Tyler's been racing now for 4 years, right? This will be your 4th year. This will be his 4th year. And he's been doing pretty well, and we're going to stick with it. So we've invested in some little bit better equipment. You'll see it's a 4-buckle full race boot with a power strap at the top. Now you can see, bend your knee down. You can see that boot flexes. Stand up straight. See? Bend that knee down. Stand up straight. So you see he's got good ankle flexion in that boot. That's really what you want to look for. The race boots can be really stiff. If they can't bend their ankle, they cannot ski properly. They won't be able to power the ski and steer the ski. It'll throw them in the back seat a lot if the boot's too stiff. And that's how you check. The fit is pretty simple. Most ski shops will be able to help you with that anyway. Now you'll see, I didn't talk about Tyler's skis here, but Tyler actually has a slalom ski, and I've been asked a lot by parents, should my kid have more than one pair of skis? Do they need a slalom and a GS? Because a lot of times when you talk to the ski shops or the race program people, they'll say a slalom and a GS ski. With the Eastern Mass Buddy Werner League, if you have one ski, if you can afford one ski, buy a slalom ski. The GS courses that we run are more closer to a slalom course anyway. And you can always ski a GS with a slalom ski, but trying to ski a slalom with a GS ski is almost impossible. So always steer towards the slalom ski if you're going to do one set. Now you'll see this is a slalom ski, and how you can tell the difference, slalom ski is going to have more side cut. You can see the shape of the ski. It's pretty wide tip, pretty wide tail, and pretty skinny in the middle. If you hold on to that, Tyler, I've got an adult slalom ski here, which is the same thing. They're almost identical skis. His is just a lot shorter. And I have a very old version of a GS race ski back from when I raced, but you'll be able to see the shape of this. It's a lot longer. It's a lot less wide at the tip and tail. It's more of a straight ski. This is kind of an older ski. The shapes look a little bit different now, but you kind of get the idea. Again, if you can only do one pair, do a slalom ski. As far as sizing, you'll see here, this is pretty good on Tyler. It's kind of right between his forehead and his chin. We actually bought these last year. They were right up to his forehead. He raced on them just fine. And he'll probably get one. He's going to get this season out of them definitely, and probably next year as well. So you'll be able to get a few years out of a good pair of skis. GS skis will just probably be about 10 centimeters longer than whatever this is. So Tyler's about 4'4", and this is a 122 length. And I think that's just about it. As far as any other equipment questions, you can always email us at coachcoordinators at plus SkiWard, SWRT@groupspaces.com, or you can email me directly, prkondrat@gmail.com. Look forward to seeing you guys on the hill. Thanks.